And welcome to a very special Leap Day Q&A. That's right, it's February 29th, 2016, which means that you're not going to get another one of these for 4 years. I am GEEKDOM, and I have a very special guest with me, which I'm going to introduce here in a minute. Let me move my mic out of the way so it doesn't make any weird noises. So, going to be going through the questions here on the Ask.fm here on Leap Day, the last day of the Dragon Ball month, celebrating 30 years of Dragon Ball. And joining me here, my original, I really couldn't find anybody else for this, my original YouTube partner and non-homosexual life partner, Super JAYAIN.
Hey guys, great to be here. Happy 30th Dragon Ball anniversary.
Yes, indeed. And we're going to be answering questions here from the Ask.fm, which is ask.fm/geekdom101. And yes, we got some fucking relationship questions. They were a big hit last time with Amber, and now we're going to have the male perspective, Jay. So let's go ahead and start with one right now before we get into Dragon Ball. I have a friend that I've known for 2 years now. We're both about to go to high school, and I've been crazy about her ever since we met, and one time she said she liked me. I asked her out a few months back, but she says she didn't want to ruin anything. How do I show her I won't ruin the friendship? What do you think? Yeah.
So yeah, that's a tough one. It's really it's really a gray area. You really need to find out where you stand with her without giving away a hint that you're really into her at all.
Well, he said he already told her that he liked her.
Yeah, well,
He
there's a
asked her
problem.
out.
I mean, there's a problem. I mean, if you ask a girl out and she doesn't see you the same way that you see her, you're already in the friend zone. I'm sorry to say.
Yes.
The key that
Go ahead.
the key there is how do you get her interested in you? You got to do stuff to get her interested in you, and sometimes that means a bit of distance, playing it cool, waiting for her to contact you, keeping busy, and making sure that you've got your own life. So she seems that way she'll take an interest in you because she'll want to know what you're up to.
Not just that, but also you want to not pressure her. The worst thing you could do, bro, is how do I show her I don't want to ruin the friendship? You don't ruin the friendship. You just keep being friends with her. You hang out with her, hang out, have fun. Every time you hang out with her, you have fun. But like Jay said, don't hang out with her all the time. Don't be too available. It may or may not work because you said that one time she told you she liked you. What does she mean she likes you? Because if a girl says I like you, it doesn't mean that I'm in love with you. It just means that I like you. It doesn't mean that she likes you in a romantic way. So you have to figure it out. The only problem, Jay, is that this is a high school situation, and you know, high school is tricky because girls don't even know what the fuck they want in high school, bro. It's a mess.
Exactly, yeah. It's just one of those things. Sometimes you just got to go against your emotions and kind of play it cool. It's really hard. I mean, we've all made the mistake. If you get stuck in a zone where you're just constantly thinking about it, the best thing you can really do and the best advice I can give you is just stay busy with hobbies. And I don't mean fucking hobbies like reading or going to the beach and going for a swim. That's not a hobby. They're activities. I'm talking about a real fucking hobby you're passionate about and doing something that takes your mind off everything else. For me, it's Dragon Ball or, you know, watching anime or playing video games.
Fantastic. Would you kiss Nicki Minaj on the lips? Duration's 1 minute to get $1 million. Wow, real crook. Well, I used to fucking want to fuck me and Nicki Minaj real bad about 4 years ago. I don't understand. Why would you, dude? I kiss a man on the lips for $1 million.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't have to ask me twice. I mean, I don't like Nicki Minaj's music, but I don't think she's ugly at the same time. So, yeah, I'd do that.
I guess Raw Crook thinks that she is. I don't know. Hey, Geekdom, if Goten and Trunks fuse or anybody else and they change the clothes after they fuse, will they clothes appear? I think so.
Yeah, I think so as well.
But why would they change their clothes? They have 30 minutes to fight. You know, get in there and fight. All right. And by the way, we're going to be jumping around here. Do you think this is funny? Someone in my class asked, is a dildo a type of dough? My teacher replied, no, it's a sex toy. EV525. I think it's kind of funny. Not really.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'd kind of be thinking that someone was being sarcastic if they asked that.
Yeah, I agree. Do you think Dragon Ball content on YouTube has gotten oversaturated from Wild Crook? Oh, what do you think? Because I'm mixed about this one.
There's a lot of people covering the same content. You got super reviews, you got manga chapters. There's a lot of people making the exact same videos about the exact same news. I don't think it's a problem though, because I think all of us bring something unique to the table. I mean, Danny's got his great radio voice, his Dragon Ball in depths. He's very knowledgeable. I've got my dub change series. I'm really proud of my intros I do for my weekend reviews. I mean, we've all got different personalities. We'll bring something different to the table. So the Dragon Ball market is a bit saturated, to be perfectly honest. But from Dino to myself, we're all so different, and we're all very different people. And I think people subscribe to YouTubers because of their personality, largely a lot of the time. So it's not too much of a problem, I don't think.
Yeah, the only problem I see is too many new people coming up trying to be copycats of everybody else. That's the problem, because right now it pretty much is on lock, but there's a whole bunch of new YouTubers. I mean, I get hit up every day from people, hey man, I'm starting a new channel, any advice, this and that. And my advice always is never give up and be unique, because if you start doing the same shit that Dino's doing, that I'm doing, that Jay's doing, that Quinn's doing, no one's going to watch your channel. You gotta do something totally different. Like, a good example of that is check out the blue-haired SSJ and check out C Reacts. Those are the two newest channels I've seen that are totally unique. You have to be unique. That's it.
Yep, agreed.
Do you think if Piccolo didn't have Kami fused with him the day of the tournament, he would have beaten the Supreme Kai? From Gerardo Vasquez. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't think so.
You think if Piccolo didn't have Kami fuse, well,
he would probably be.
He would be weaker anyway. If he doesn't have Kami
way
fuse,
weaker.
He'd be weaker. And I thought the Supreme Kai was, you know, okay. He's saying that because Kami can obviously is a god, so Kami can sense God Ki. I still felt the Supreme Kai, even with Kami being fused, was stronger than Piccolo, because in the Japanese dub, he says our dimensions are too different, and a lot of people go, oh, that's not a strength reference. But if you go to the fight with Vegeta versus Super Buu with Gohan absorbed, when Super Buu knows he's beaten after he's opened a rift between dimensions and he gets punched out by Vegeta, he goes, our dimensions are too different. So that would just, to me, that's a strength reference, and Piccolo is saying that Supreme Kai is stronger than him.
I pretty much agree, yeah. Probably not by much, but he is. It's just, yeah, he's weak compared to, like, Goku.
Well, he did better against Majin Buu than Gohan did, to be fair, so he's not weak.
In a weird way, he did. Now, TFKO7, take this one. This is actually a good question.
Since you'd be in another dimension, would someone stay alive if he's inside the room in Spirit of Time when Earth gets blown up by some evil creature? No, you would survive, I imagine.
I imagine, too. It's a different, different dimension.
Yeah, different dimension. I mean, the entrance is gone, obviously, but yeah, I mean, you could destroy the entire lookout, the Earth, everything. If you're in another dimension, you're in another dimension, man. That's just look at how Super Buu and Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks had to get out of there. They had to open a rift in dimensions. So yeah, you'd live.
And I feel like if you did that and the Earth was blown up, you just do it into space. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's the only way that makes sense to me. All right. Do you know anybody with ADHD, and how do you handle it? From Shane Walker. I think we all have ADHD in some way, but no, seriously, I'm honestly not sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any advice for you. I don't have any people that I know that do, but I mean, I think the doctors wanted to diagnose me with it, with me having it as a kid, because I used to bang my head against the floor when I didn't get something my way. But yeah,
I can't imagine what happened when Vegeta didn't kill Frieza at Resurrection F, bro. I wonder if that's what you did.
No, man, I knew that. I knew he wasn't going to get the kill. I was just stoked he got the God form.
Yeah, I mean, how to handle it? Just be cool and understand what they have. This video right here, this question right here. My mother's really abusive towards me in every category. She's not physical anymore, but she's driving me crazy. Why am I getting a call at 4 in the morning, dude? What the fuck? I can't answer this right now. I got a call at 4 in the morning, Jay. Right here on the air. I have no job, so I can't move out. Sometimes I feel like we are going to fist fight. I don't know. I want cops involved. I don't know how to answer this, yo.
No, neither do I. I mean, that's something very personal, dude.
I don't know if you should
sit down
be
and talk
asking
to
me
your mum
this.
about it.
Yeah.
I can't give you any advice, man. Go talk to your friends. If you don't have any friends to talk to, there is a lot of hotline numbers you can call about that sort of stuff. Or if you don't have any hotline numbers you can think of, you have to have someone you can talk to in a family or your friend's family, you know?
Yeah, I can't. I really have no answer for that. Sorry. All right, we're going to be moving around here. Okay, take this one.
I haven't seen much of Dragon Ball yet, the original, not Z or Kai. I watched that, so if this was explained, I forget. But what is Chiaotzu? I can't spell it well, but the person that self-destructed on Nappa in the Return of the Saiyan saga. So what is he asking exactly?
He's asking. I think he's asking what is Chiaotzu, and the answer is we don't really know.
We don't know. He's just he shows up for the first time at the 22nd Tenkaichi Budokai with Ten Shinhan under the crane school of martial arts. And yeah, he fights in the tournament. He doesn't really do anything even in Dragon Ball, to be honest. I mean, he fails at the tournament. He gets killed by King Piccolo. I mean, he really doesn't do anything of any use in the entire Dragon Ball series. Really, to be perfectly fair, you do have more an emotional attachment to the character when he dies in the Saiyan arc against Nappa if you watch Dragon Ball first, but it's not as impactful as watching like Yamcha or Tenshin Hyundai. You know what I mean?
Not just that, but also if you're asking like what race is he, he's human. That's all we know.
Yeah.
That's it. Like he's supposed to be this doll guy. You know, he's just a character in Dragon Ball, bro. Don't overthink it. All right, here we go. Let's do this one, Jay.
Yeah. GEEKDOM. Do you want me to read it?
You go ahead.
All right, I'll read it.
This is part one, and this is part two up here.
It's addressed to you, so you read part one and I'll read part two.
All right, then. I'll read them all. Who cares? GEEKDOM. I asked out a girl I was talking to for about 7 or 8 weeks, and when I did, she said no because she just broke up with her boyfriend she didn't tell me about. She said that later maybe she would date me. I thought she wanted to go out with since she hugged me every time we met. When I did ask her out, she was thinking about it for a while until she said no. Does this mean I should still try? I'm 15 and she's 15. No. You're not telling me the entire story. If you had asked her out and then stayed away from her, she probably would have fucking said yes. I'm not going to jump to conclusions, but what you probably did is you probably kept hounding her over and over again, and she lost attraction for you. That's my guess, because I've seen it so many fucking times that I can't even fucking say. It's not even funny.
We've all been there. You don't want to go out with a chick or, spend time, even before, like pre-dating. You don't want to talk to a chick and then hound her with text messages every day or even every second day. The best way to do it is leave the line of contact open. If you're chatting to a girl via text message or over the phone, you chat to her and you leave it open for conversation another time, but you make it seem like she can contact you. You don't have to, or if you're texting, you send the last text message and you leave the conversation open and you wait for her to get back to you. Because if she's interested, she will reply. Don't ever try to use this method. Try to not ever send 2 text messages in a row. That's what I try and do.
Yeah, unless it's a really big paragraph you're sending, which you should be sending those anyways. Yeah, I think at this point, bro, there's nothing you can do. Just stay away. No, you should not still try. To answer your question, you should not. Now, if I'm wrong and you didn't pursue her, she just is not that interested right now. It doesn't mean that she won't later on. But it sounds like, see, this is a typical case of she said no because she just broke up with her boyfriend. That means that she knew she didn't want you to be a rebound. She said later she maybe would date me. That's it, bro. That is it. Just fucking leave her alone. That's it.
Yeah.
And the best thing you can really do is get another girl. I'm not saying it's done forever, but it's done for right now. Would you like to see a DBZ movie explaining the origin of Frieza and the Kais? I don't see why not.
Yeah, I think it'd be good for a TV special or something.
You, Mike, Quinn, Josh, Juan, Dino, Toasty, and Expert Games. Where the hell's Jay?
It doesn't bother me.
Oh, fuck you.
It's probably that fucker writing fan fiction about us who doesn't like me. It's all good.
Make amazing vids. So do Gabby, Amber, and Megan. I forgot Clayton, Jack's Play Thundershot. They're cool too, but you guys should meet in your basement, and I'll throw an appreciation party for you. I also forgot Hale Zion. We forgot Jay as well. Well, the thing is that I don't have a basement. I live in Florida, so that's not going to happen. Did you know that you might have over 60,000 fans, but people just can't make a YouTube account and sub to you? I used to be one of them. I don't. Well, yeah, I understand that. He's saying that he doesn't actually have a YouTube account, that we have a lot more viewers than we know that don't have YouTube accounts. I know. I'm aware. Majin Soul. Take it, Jay.
When Vegeta busts a nut, do you think he screams Big Bang Attack or Final Flash just before? What do you scream right before your finishing move? Well, I don't know. Okay. Team 4-Star did a good job with that scene, but it is a parody scene, and I still think the sex in, even if it's a cartoon or an anime series, I still think the sex would be an intimate or serious thing. I think Vegeta just moans like any other fucking guy. I don't really scream anything in terms of a certain reference.
I thought you said you bitch. That's what I thought you did.
I don't say that. If I say anything, it's usually fuck or something like that.
I don't.
If you really need to know.
I don't really scream either, bro.
No, that's right. We make him scream. Oh!
All right, bro. Let's see. I'm gonna do this separately, bro. Okay. I'm trying to find a good question for us, yo. I think the new opening is revealing the order of Champa's team. What do you think, Danny? Yes, I think so too. Do you have any objections? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think so. Yeah.
Do you think the reason the Earth destroyed Universe 6 that Goku didn't fall on his head and is evil and destroyed the Earth? No, because it's pretty much stated that the science of Universe 6 aren't the way they are in Universe 7, so how could he go to Earth?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, take this one. This is a good one for you.
Do you think it's silly people complain about Dragon Ball Kai recycling Dragon Ball Z footage? I thought it was a good idea because it meant people could see the series in 4x3 if they couldn't afford the Dragon Boxes, and it's nice to see the classic show with better pacing and an improved English dub. I definitely agree with pretty much everything you've said in that paragraph. People are always going to complain no matter what product you give them, man. I mean, people wanted a new Dragon Ball series, they gave us Super, and I mean, even I'll admit, you know, Danny will admit too, we complain about it. So people are always going to find shit to complain about. The thing is, they never advertised it as a new series with new footage. They never pushed it as a series with brand new footage. The intros were always the only thing that had footage. So I don't know where people got that idea. So it's just to introduce a new generation of fans to the series, and I really appreciate what Dragon Ball Kai has done for the community.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I still miss some of the filler, but that's not what the purpose of it was. So there you go.
No, exactly.
Okay. Hey, during football season, my friend and I always performed the fusion dance every time we got a tackle. We also painted the Majin symbol on our forehead before each game. No one gets the jokes. Would you cheer us on if you saw us do it? From Shakity the Saiyan. Yes, I would. I don't know about you, Jay.
Yeah.
Of course. All right. Take this one.
I think every Dragon Ball fan that has sense knows that if the good old movie 12 and movie 14, Broly showed up, he'll get murked very fucking badly. My question is, what form or level do you think he'll have to attain to compete with God, with Goku or Vegeta? I was going to say God. I think Broly has always been around a lower end of a Super Saiyan 2 tier. I think even characters such as Goku or Vegeta in the Buu arc, when they're fighting, when Majin Vegeta and Goku are fighting in their Super Saiyan 2 forms, I think that stage they would be able to beat Broly one-on-one, so I just don't think he can compete with a Super Saiyan 3 tier character at all.
Agreed. I agree with what you said. Take this one, Jay, from MDKR.
Have you read Dragon Ball Multiverse? If yes, what do you think about Pan and Bra toning Super Saiyan? Your thoughts about it? Their image, their hair. I haven't read Dragon Ball Multiverse. To be perfectly honest, I'm not really... I personally am not a fan of fan fiction and stuff like that. But in saying that, I do think that Pan and Bra do look cool with Super Saiyan hair. If I'm not mistaken, we have seen Pan in Dragon Ball Heroes with Super Saiyan hair. So I do like the look. I think it looks cool.
Yep, and actually a follow-up question to that is this one. So if Goten and Trunks learned to become Super Saiyan at a young age, how come Pan wasn't able to for MDKR? There's no real explanation to that, man. It could be that it's not a feminine trait or whatever. It might not be in the X chromosome. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you think the English dub of Dragon Ball Super will have its own English intro like DBZ and DB? Jeremy Andre. I think Vic Mignogna would do that song. What do you think?
I think it'll just be a similar thing to what they did with Dragon Soul, where they'll just dub. They'll try and keep it as fake. Ever since Dun Dun for GT, they've tried to keep endings or opening closings very, very faithful to the original Japanese version. So I feel like, you know, they will do an adaptation of the opening. What is it called? Chozetsu Dynamic. They'll do an adaptation of that for English with slightly different lyrics, but it'll have the same sound and same tone to it.
Why does Tapion look like Supreme Kai? They both have the same ears and face shape, then their hairstyles are the same. Is Tapion part of the same race the Kaioshins? No, Tapion is not a Kaioshin, and he looks the same because Toriyama drew him like that. Hey, why does Frost look like Frieza?
And I fucking love that movie too. Great movie.
Yeah. All right. Good question here. Take it.
Who do you think was stronger during the Buu saga? Base Vegeta or base Goku? I mean, much of a muchness, really. I feel like Vegeta trains harder, but I don't know. Goku's the main... I always fall back on the Goku's the main character thing, so by default he has to be stronger. And I'm not biased towards Vegeta as much as I am a fan of him, so I'd probably just say Goku based on the fact he's the main character.
What about this question right here, bro?
Does Qaaman genuinely live in Antarctica? Would it not be boring there? Well, you see, Qaaman's father works at a research station out at Antarctica, so he goes and visits him for extended periods of time. So he essentially does live out there, but he obviously travels back to the States and lives there too.
Yep. That's the story. Will you do a video with Thundershot soon? I have spoken to him like twice in my entire life. Jay, have you ever talked to Thundershot?
I have not, no.
He seems to be very elusive. So yeah, we would have to talk to him first to
And,
figure out
and
a
he
topic.
and he said, and not to throw any
Uh-oh.
fireworks. Danny, you knew this was coming. He said the Dragon Ball Z Japanese dub sucks, and if you say that, I don't want to talk to you. Fuck off.
Yeah, I don't remember when he said that, but allegedly he did say that, which is a problem. But hey,
Yeah.
whatever. I'm not gonna ask the Star Wars question. We're gonna do those separately here. Let's see here. Okay, I don't really know how to answer this from Cole Weaver. What's the best way to contact you to ask you long and complex questions, for example, about relationships or any big DB questions that are taking too much room on the Ask FM? I think the Ask FM is the best way. We may do a separate Ask FM for relationship questions.
Yeah,
So
I'd be happy to do that. I
yeah,
mean, that'd be cool.
I can't think of anything else that would be easier. Can you do a dating segment like in your other Q&As and make it into its own video? I enjoy listening to it, and I think you give pretty good advice. Maybe. We're kind of doing it right now.
Mm.
In fact, I'm actually looking for another relationship question now because those are really fun, bro.
If you see any Yu Yu Hakusho ones, I'd love some Yu Yu Hakusho ones.
Nobody asked me about that.
If you see them, I love Yu Yu Hakusho, guys. So throw some. If you want to throw some Yu Yu Hakusho questions on my Ask FM, feel free.
John Porteous, are you a dog or a cat person? Jay.
I'm both. I mean, some cats can be assholes, but some cats are nice as well.
And by the way, folks, make sure you pause the video right now, go subscribe to Jay, and then come back. Remember,
Thanks,
we
man.
forgot to do that gimmick, bro.
That's alright.
Will Bra end up like Judy from Family Matters? You mean disappearing or getting fucked in porno? You tell me. Either one, I'd be okay with it. But no, I wouldn't be okay with her disappearing.
I don't think Vegeta would be okay with that.
Has Expert Games watched DBZ sub yet from Nugget Militia 1? I don't think he has.
No,
Which I'm very let down by it, bro. Very, very disappointed by that. Come on, Joey. All right. Here's a great question, Jay. Take this question. We can dig into this one.
What ways would you prefer to be approached when suggesting a collaboration video so not to come off as intrusive or annoying, e.g. YouTube comments? Yeah, YouTube comments just seem like... Okay, the worst thing you can do, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, so I'm not speaking for other YouTubers here, is go on my channel and leave a link to your website in my comment section. I hate promotion on my channel.
I hate it too. Everybody does.
Yeah, my channel is for commenting and speaking to one another about Dragon Ball or about the video the topic of the video. Like, I don't have my comment section for people to put links in. If I see links in my comment section, I'll often delete them. Best way to contact me is on my Facebook page or by private message on Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter usually works the best too. That's another good one. I appreciate you saying that. Okay, let's see here. Okay, we got a long relationship question from Hugo Silva. 3 parts, all right? He wants more information, so here we go. Do you want to read it or will I? I'll read it.
You can read it.
All right, here we go. Hey, Danny. So I saw your video with Amber, and I thought that you may help me. There is a girl I really love. We are friends since we started school a long time ago, but every day I like her even more. She's incredible, but I'm afraid to tell her because that cannot say ending our friendship, but making that weird. Honestly, I don't want to lose that by any chance. She had a boyfriend. They were together for about 3 months, and I liked her in that time already at the end of 2014. Last year, we kept chatting and going out, but she really got affected by that, and this is another reason for me to be scared. Her birthday's this month on 28th. Well, this video is the 29th, brother. So her birthday was yesterday. All right. So I don't know what the hell you did, but that could be a good time to tell her. Do you think I should do it or just stay friends? I hope to get a reply, man, and keep up the great work on YouTube and wish you the best. What do you think, Jay? We get these a lot. People who they want to ask a girl out, but they're afraid to ruin the friendship. When I talked to Amber, I don't know if you actually heard that Q&A, but when I talked to her, we pretty much said, you might as well just go for it, and if she's really your friend, you'll be friends again one day. I don't know. What's your approach on this? It's very difficult to really answer this question because it's hard.
Without coming off as pretentious or like being arrogant, really confidence help. Not confidence. Experience helps in this situation because if you really have a lot of experience talking to girls, you can kind of read a girl's body language and you can just tell if she's into you or not just through simple things she does.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah, how she talks to you, whether she makes contact with you, not you touching her, if she touches you, if she plays with her hair when she's talking to you or making eye contact with you. There's a lot of little subtle things that they do that you pick up on if you've had a lot of experience talking to girls. If you're really unsure and you're a bit inexperienced yourself, just go for it, dude. Because like Denny said, you know, if the friendship is that important to you, and it's that important to her, then it will, you know, it'll revive itself again. It'll kick off one day. If you have a really strong, like, if the relationship doesn't work out, even then, the friendship will last if you're really, really good friends. And one more thing, if you see her as a really close friend and you don't want to lose her, but she doesn't see you in that same way, and you ask her out and then she backs off and doesn't want to talk to you, then she obviously doesn't have the same level of respect and friendship that you have for her. So she's not worth your time.
Well, yeah. Not to mention, the other thing I will say is, if you do ask her out and she rejects you and you get your heart broken, don't be afraid to take time away from her, because if you need to take time away from her to heal up and kind of forget about her and move on, you have the right as a person to do that. Even though she might be your friend, do not, because if she really cared about you, bro, and she rejected you, she would care that, okay, he needs time away from me to get over me, and that's a fact.
And hobbies as well. I keep saying it, guys. If you have a hobby that you're passionate about, just to like immerse yourself in it. It always helps.
Yeah. There's, I don't know what else we can really say. That's a tough one. It's just, I would say just go for it, bro, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you played GT Final Bout? If so, what do you think of Steve Bloom as Goku is what he meant. I like Steve Bloom as Goku.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't terrible. Yeah, he reminds me of the Goku in the Ocean dub, to be honest with you. He sounds very similar, in my opinion.
Well, there were two Gokus. There were three Gokus in the Ocean dub.
Peter Kalamis, and there was one more. I can't remember the other. Who's like Kirby?
It was Ian James Corlett, then Peter Kalamis,
Ian James Corlett,
then Kirby Morrow.
Kirby Morrow, yeah. So yeah. I think I can't remember which of the three Ocean dubs it was, but Steve Bloom reminded me of the performance of one of the Ocean dub Gokus.
This is a good question right here from Joe Keeling. Hey, Big D, how do you find managing your life around YouTube? As I once thought about starting YouTube myself, but I couldn't find any time in the day to plan and record videos. How do you do it? From Joe Keeling. I'll let you answer this too, Jay, but I'll just say that you pretty much have to treat it like a 9 to 5 if you're going to do it full time and just put hours in, but you can put how many hours in you want. That's the beautiful thing about it. But it is challenging. It is very challenging, but you just have to dedicate time to yourself. Like, you have to shut off the entire world if you have to and work on your content and get it going. It depends on what kind of channel you want to start, but you just have to have alone time to work with it. If you have a full-time job, it becomes a lot harder and you can't produce as fast. You go ahead.
I will tell you all about having a full-time job and doing YouTube. It's not easy some weeks. You know, sometimes you just have to grind it out and get at least a couple of videos out a week. I think it's important if you're doing YouTube and you have a full-time job to at least get 1 to 2 videos out a week, because if you don't upload at least once weekly, people will lose interest in your channel. But I try to upload 3 to 4 times weekly, but I can't always do that because I work a 9 to 5 job. I do work management hours as well, so I can come home from work and be physically exhausted. Now, at this stage for me, YouTube is still a passion and a hobby. It's not a job, so to speak. I do it because I want it to grow and get bigger, and then maybe one day it can be a job. But at the moment, it's a passion and a hobby. And if I come home and I'm too physically exhausted to make videos, it's not because I don't care about the people that follow my channel. It's because I need time to recover. And recovery is just as important as, you know, working. And I'll use Goku's line from Dragon Ball, you know, recovery and sleep is just as important as training. It's very similar to that.
Yeah, there you go. Shaheem has 2 questions here. I will ask something relationship-wise. I would like you to have a girl in the Q&A. I want some good opinions if you have great knowledge in that field. Well, I don't have a girl this time, but I had Amber last time, so just ask your question and we'll see what happens. He also asked, I just watched Dragon Ball Z episode 100. Do you think Goku was killed and brought back to life? No, he was not killed. Go to that's a dub problem also, but it's also just an animator problem in the anime. Go to KANZENSHUU and look at the rumor guide. That's actually one of the entries in there. Goku did not die on Namek. Okay.
Yeah, you guys should okay. I'll just clear that up without being rude. Goku was revived by Shenlong in the Saiyan arc, so he can't be revived by Shenlong twice. So basically, yeah. But here's the thing: they used Shenlong to what was the thing there? They used Shenlong to move everyone from Namek to Earth, so they weren't using Shenlong. But
yes,
what was the problem here? Was that they used They
used Porunga to move everybody.
They used Porunga.
Yeah, they used Shenlong to bring everybody back who was killed by Frieza.
Exactly, yeah, and Goku had already, so I was right the first time. Goku had already been revived, so he can't be revived again. So that completely shuts that theory out 100%.
Yeah, but people think so because he was knocked in that crater for that whole episode 100.
Nah.
All right, here we go, bro. This is another relationship question. Hit it. Go, Jay. Part one.
Denny, I'm having a problem. I have two girls' numbers, one of which is my girlfriend. I meant to text my girlfriend, "You are cute," like that, but I accidentally texted to my girlfriend's friend, and then
Ouch. Ouch.
and her boyfriend, and I try to tell them it's an honest mistake, but they don't believe me. And all I want to do is make things right.
That's just a fuck up. That happens, bro. I mean, I don't know. There's no advice I can give you. Tell her it wasn't you, and if she doesn't believe you, then fuck her. I mean, what more can you say except I fucked up?
Dude,
I apologize.
If it's an honest mistake and she still doesn't believe you, then she's just being a bitch. To be perfectly fair, I'm not calling your girlfriend a bitch. I'm just saying if you genuinely made a genuine fuck up and you aren't cheating on her or anything. You made a genuine fuck up and accidentally texted your girlfriend's friend instead, and she can't tell that you're being genuine with her, then tell her to fuck off, because I certainly would.
The thing that's weird about this, though, Jay, is maybe I'm wrong about this, but why would you text your girlfriend you are cute? That's not something you text your girlfriend.
I mean, look, dude, we don't know the ins and outs of everyone else's relationship.
Exactly, we don't. I'm just saying that's not something I would do.
Yeah, I mean, look, if this guy's genuine and he actually didn't mean to text that to his girlfriend's friend, then I feel sorry for him.
I do. I've seen this video already. Don't want to even talk about fair use, bro. Let's have a video without talking about fair use here. That's a complicated question right there. We'll probably dig into that one last here.
That could also be a good video topic. So. Yeah,
I could actually. That might be a good talk Dragon Ball topic right there. How would you rewrite the Dragon Ball Z films if you wanted to make them fit in the manga?
Make the timeline work for one.
It's gonna be very difficult. Yeah. Rob from Comics Explained will be doing a My Little Pony video. Are you hyped? Waru Crook. Zeon is very hyped. Who's worse? Goku's doing it there for Neverworld because them more false rumor are being spent around. Well, for Neverworld, I don't know. What do you think, Jay? For Neverworld, it seems to do it on purpose more than Goku.
No shots fired. But from what I understand, and I'm not firing shots at either of these guys if they do happen to see this. For Neverworld seems to come across as more rude to his subscribers. Goku T23 actually does come across as a nice guy who just makes the occasional mistake. So I would have to say for Neverworld comes across as kind of rude to his subscribers. So for that reason, I'd say he's worse.
Yeah, well, Goku T23's made a lot of mistakes lately, and hopefully he will cover that up.
Yeah, but at least he seems to be nice to his subscribers, though.
Do you have Facebook? Yes. Facebook.com/GeekDom101. Go there. All right. Go.
I'm a guy, and one of my best guy friends came up to me recently and told me he likes me as more than a friend. I'm not gay, but I like the guy as a friend. Should I stay friends with him? Will it be weird knowing he wants to put his dingus in my butthole? Can I just ignore that?
Wow.
I'm not going to laugh because I'm trying to take this serious.
I'm going to laugh.
If I had a male friend come and approach me and told me he had feelings for me, I'd still be his friend. I'm not going to... I have some good friends. Say my best friend comes and talks to me and says, Jay, I'm this way inclined towards
Jay, I think you're pretty attractive.
Say when BLACKENFIST comes to visit me, which he may do, people.
In your dreams, bro.
If he tells me he has feelings for me, I'll still hang out with the guy. Just there's some out of bounds areas there, and if they get crossed, then my fists start flying. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't touch you, you're good to go, bro. You can be friends with gay people. All right, here's a great question for fucking Jay. Are there any people in the world you want to kill? If you had the chance to do so legally without getting busted, would you?
Kanye West.
I agree with that.
I wouldn't kill Kanye West. I'd just beat him down a few fucking pegs so he learns some fucking dignity and a little bit of what's the word? Not dignity. What's the word I'm looking for? When you just want to knock someone down a few pegs. Bit of
humble.
Yeah, make him a bit more humble. I'd just fucking knock him down a few pegs because he's compared himself to Jesus before. He's a fucking pretentious cockhead, that guy.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I can't think of anybody else really, except for maybe racists and people like that, people who are just scumbags.
Yeah, I'm not a killer, to be honest. I wouldn't kill someone intentionally, so I might beat someone, but I'm not gonna kill him.
Me neither. All right, take it, Jay.
Do you think there are many Super Saiyan gods or Super Saiyan God Super Saiyans on Planet Salad, since they're all pure-hearted unlike Planet Vegeta's Saiyans? I don't think so. I could be wrong. But I'm just basing this on the dialogue from Toyotaro's manga so far, and when Goku transforms, and this could change in the anime, of course, because this is an adaptation of the anime. It's just promotional material, as Danny always says, for the anime, so it could change. I will say that Though in Toyotara's manga, Vados does say that when Goku transforms into a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan against Frost,
or Super Saiyan Yellow, we don't even know.
Super Saiyan Yellow, she says that this is different. She says this is different. So she hasn't seen it before. Vados does go everywhere that Champa goes. Champa went to recruit Kaba. He may have gone to the planet Salad to do that. You assume he would have, and for that reason, I don't think they do have Super Saiyan God Super Saiyans on that planet.
Yeah, I think they have some other form.
And also, Kaba's being selected for a reason. He must be special. He must be strong. So if he's not a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, then I don't think any of the other ones are.
We're gonna do a few more relationship questions and then bounce out of here. All right, Jay, take this one. I have something to say about this, but you go ahead.
All right.
You go first.
There's this girl I like who I'm 90% sure she likes me back. She has problems though, like smoking, drinking, and other drugs. Also, she's always surrounded by other guys who grab her ass and stuff. She's pretty fine with that. Is she worth it? If so, should I talk to her if she's always surrounded? I mean, dude, to be honest, this is me. I'm not telling you what to do. I wouldn't bother with that with a girl like
Hell
that.
no.
She's trouble, man. You're gonna get into trouble because you're gonna have to either try and change who she is, and you don't want to love someone or get into a relationship with someone if you can't respect who they actually are. You know what I mean? And if you've got to try and change her to make her the way you see fit, I don't think she's worth your time. And I guarantee you, if you're trying to do that sort of stuff and correct her or change her ways in front of the other guys, you're going to have problems with those guys that are grabbing her ass. They're going to give you shit or they're going to start something. So I just think it's a lot of effort, man, for probably little reward.
I mean,
so
if she's okay with guys grabbing her ass and she doesn't do anything, that's a red flag.
Yeah,
she has no self-worth at all. Like if you want to fuck her, by all means fuck her, but she's not girlfriend material.
If a guy grabs my girl's ass, like I'm single obviously, but if I'm in a relationship and a guy grabs my girl's ass, yeah, that shit ain't gonna fly with me.
Well, she's not in a relationship, but he's saying that she lets other guys just grab her ass like nothing.
Yeah. But here's the
that's
thing,
a red flag.
She's not gonna stop doing that just because she's in a relationship. If she's that way inclined with guys, then she's probably not going to stop doing it. I'm not saying she won't stop doing it, but she's probably not going to stop doing it, and that's going to be a problem.
It's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem for sure. Do you think that children are annoying from our Crook? Some of them are, not all of them.
If they're not mine, yes.
I'll give her a couple kids, man.
Yeah, that's right. Not bad, man. Not bad.
Are you paying too much for shit posting insurance, Mr. Indecisive? No. I got a couple more here. All right, first let's do this one. Do you think online relationships can work out?
Yeah, I do. Two people like each other enough. They're a lot harder than conventional relationships face to face, but you can make them work. Yeah,
it depends. It depends on the circumstances.
Yeah,
because at some point you're gonna have to interact with that person physically. At some point, even if it's once a month or once every weekend. Because I assure you that these online relationships, they go against natural law. You can't like be with somebody for a very, very long time and have it be a real relationship. So you're gonna have to figure out a way to meet that person and to hang out with them frequently, even if it's once a month or even if it's like once every couple weeks. Just strictly online, I don't see it working out. I've never seen a strictly online relationship work out when the people have not met. They have to meet.
Yeah. If you are already in a relationship with someone and say they get a job that's long distance, then it can work out.
That's different, yeah.
But yeah, it is very hard to initially meet someone and maintain a long distance relationship because we are physical creatures. That's just the way we're born, and to not be able to touch someone that you have feelings for, it's too hard, man. It's too hard.
No, and then if the girl's hot, she's gonna be hit on by other guys too. It's just no.
Yeah.
Do you think Cooler's fifth form could be an incomplete golden form? No. All right.
No.
Right here, brother. Do it.
How does someone with a physical disability start dating? I'm in decent shape, considering, but I'm worried I'm somehow off-putting to potential girlfriends. How can I get myself out there more? I'm obviously no sports star, and I'm I'm in senior high school. Any advice would be good. Thanks, bro.
Depends on what the disability is, also.
Yeah, I don't know what sort of physical disability you've got, bro. If you've got like a limp or you've got something wrong with your physical body, I'm assuming if it's a physical disability, then it's going to be visible, while you're moving. And the thing is, man, girls, here, I'll give you some real shit here, but just about life in general. You don't want to get into anything with any girls that don't just love you for who you are or like you for who you are. And you just got to be yourself, dude. If you have a physical disability, just be yourself. And the best thing you can do is just be yourself. And when you're with a girl, make her feel good about herself and make her laugh. That's a good way to get a girl. If you just naturally be yourself and you're a nice guy, here's a common misconception: nice guys finish last. Nice guys don't finish last.
Soft guys finish last.
Soft guys finish last. If you're a nice guy, you treat a girl good. You can make her laugh. Doesn't matter what you look like or what your physical disabilities, man. If you can get her fucking liking you for just being yourself, that's what matters, man.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it all depends on what it is, but he's saying he's in decent shape considering. So, just be a guy who people want to be around. Be a guy who people, not just girls, who guys also want to be around.
I'll tell you, man, looks aren't everything. Trust me.
No, they're absolutely right. All right, now this is one we can really dig into right here. Hey, Big D, my girlfriend and I are 13. Got a lot of kids here, bro. And we've been together for 2 months now, but she's still really shy when she's around me. Well, she's 13, bro. She's going to be shy. When I hold her hand, she can barely look at me, and we haven't kissed yet because she says she's too nervous. How do I get her to be more comfortable around me? Jeffrey. You have to be, to me, you have to be non-threatening. You can't force her to kiss you or force her to become more affectionate. She just might not be affectionate. You should ask her if something's wrong. And if she says she's just nervous, then she's very shy and you got to break her out of that shell. But the way you break her out is you're an aggressive alpha male, but you don't become aggressive to the point where you scare her. You just have to pretty much, when you're around her, act like fucking she's your chick. She's yours. You care for her. She cares for you, but don't push it. Because if you push it, she's going to become uncomfortable. And the whole thing is to get her to be comfortable. So you just got to give it time. I always say, bro, what Corey Wayne says, hang out, have fun, hook up. The best way with these relationships is just to have a good time with the person. You don't even force anything, you know, because if you do it right, she's going to want it from you. She's going to want to kiss you and do all that shit with you.
Yep.
Do you have anything else you want to add about this story? Because I haven't been 13 in a long time, Jay, and I'm a little, maybe I'm behind the game when it comes to really young people. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, I would be too, man. I'm not exactly. I'm on the wrong side of my 20s myself. So yeah, I'm not. I didn't have my first girlfriend until I was 17. So all I can say, man, is what I said to the last guy: be yourself, make her laugh, and just make her feel comfortable around you the best way you can. And I still feel that one of the best ways to make a girl feel comfortable around her is to just to make her feel comfortable by making her relax. And one way to do that is to make her laugh. People are always relaxed when they are laughing. If someone is genuinely laughing at something you say, they're relaxed, trust me.
Yeah. Just don't be creepy. Now, this question right here was supposed to be for me and Amber, but we got Jay here instead. So we'll just do Jay because Jay could probably answer this better than Amber could, but maybe not. I mean, we'll see. I love Amber. All right. I like 2 girls, A and D initials. That's me and Amber's initials. I told D that I liked her, but she was dating someone, so we both backed off. From really good friends. We still talk in class. I'm not that close with A, but I'm BFS with her bro. He doesn't care. I talk with her. She knows I like her, and she thinks I'm cute and all in high school. So what is the problem? You're not telling me Elijah Hirsch. What is the problem? That you don't know which one you want? Pick whichever one's going to be more cooperative with you. That's it. I mean...
Sorry, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, right? You got to fucking... if you're going to ask the question, you've got to fucking make sure you ask a question. So... You know what I mean? Let's see. I'll do a couple more. We'll do like 2 more and then we're done. All right. Okay. As you said in a few videos, you only play the dub of Kai in the background when you're doing work around the house. Why? Do you feel embarrassed to watch Dragon Ball in English? I like the Japanese YouTube to sit through, but at least Kai in English isn't that painful. Well, that's it, because Kai isn't that painful. You answered my question for you. So, yeah. Like, that's pretty much it. Okay. Do any of your family's parents, siblings know about your Dragon Ball obsession? They did. Most of them have passed away. You want me to be honest with you? My parents, you know. Why does K-17 hate Disney? I didn't know he did. I don't remember K-17 ever.
Neither did I.
I don't think he does hate.
There's a good one. Go back up.
This one?
And I keep going back up.
This one.
There you go. Yeah. I want to see.
That's a morbid one, but go ahead, bro.
So what will happen when Nozawa dies? Will it be the end of Dragon Ball as we know it, or could Toei find a substitute? suitable, replacement role. Well, Danny and I have actually spoken about this before, and we feel that Nozawa is too much of an icon in Japan. That we don't think. Well, I hope I'm speaking for both of us when I say this. We don't think the series. We don't think the series will end immediately. They will find a way to end the series within a few weeks. Do you agree with that?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Like they won't just go. Oh, say they're in the middle of an arc and she passes away. I hope she doesn't, because I love her. If she does pass away, like in the middle of an arc, they will find a way to wrap that arc up in a couple, 2 or 3, maybe 4 episodes.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I feel they would do. I agree with everything that you just said. What would happen if Mr. Satan married Bulla? I think we already got that question earlier, bro. I think it was Vegeta married Bulla. I don't know. All right, last question. All right, this is it, man. Last question from Poetry. Take it.
Are you going to be disappointed if Toriyama puts out a new form in this arc and makes it Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan 2 with God Key unlocked, or Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan 3? Because I would be disappointed. I think everyone would be to some degree, but I don't think he will, because he's already come out and said in an interview that he doesn't feel like Super Saiyan 2 or 3 will be used anymore, because he said that Goku realizes that it just outputs and wastes too much energy. So hence why, they have the regular Super Saiyan form and the blue Super Saiyan form. I don't think it will be that 2 or 3 will come into it anymore at all.
Yeah, I don't want new transformations. So I don't want it to happen. All right.
Sorry, I just want to say before we finish,
No,
I want
fine.
Piccolo and Gohan to get more development, make them relevant again. I keep saying that.
There's another. You know what? This will be the last one, bro.
That's
One last relationship question. The girl I like is amazing. Yeah, they all are. Since November, we've been talking, but lately I've been stepping my game up. Well, depends on what you mean by that. Last Wednesday, I went to sat next to her and talked for a while. Noticed that she looked away and smiled once I sat down. Later, I heard her mentioning me to her pals. Are those good signs? Omega Project XL. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
That's it.
She's shy around you. If she's shy around you, then yeah, she usually likes you, bro.
Yeah.
She's too shy to tell you.
Yeah, so just take it easy. Have a good hang out. Have fun. Hook up. And just see what happens. All right. Happy Valentine's Day to you, too, 2 weeks ago. All right. Well, that's it for this edition of Geekdom Q&A. Thank you, Jay, as always. Check out Super JAYAIN.
Yep. Like I said in the intro, guys, happy 30th Dragon Ball anniversary. Been a great 30 years.
Yes, and hopefully, and cheers to 30 more. Who knows what could happen? Hopefully, Nazal will live another 30 years, and she's 120. All right. Well, I will catch y'all down the road. See you later, guys.